Sex after having a baby. So much to unravel there. Sex during your postpartum period, which is way longer than 6 weeks despite what people want you to think and believe. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Serein and this is my motherhood and lifestyle channel where I share with you life unfiltered. And today we're going to talk about something that's really important that I wish I learned more about, that I was able to have these conversations with other women in my life, and that it was something that wasn't so taboo or uncomfortable or embarrassing to talk about. And it's sometimes even uncomfortable for me to talk about it with my doctor, who I have a really good relationship with. If you're not familiar with my labor and delivery story, I do have my birth vlog as well as my birth story available here on this channel, which I will link in the cards as well as in the description box. I ended up with an emergency C-section. I also have my breastfeeding journey available on this channel as well, very honest. So all of these things go into play when we're talking about sexual health and sex after having your baby. I want to have this casual conversation with you to make it less taboo and less embarrassing and less awkward. This video is sponsored by Wisp. I'm very excited to be working with them because they are truly changing the game when it comes to women's healthcare, making it so much easier for us as women to access board certified medical doctor help through the interwebs. Wisp is a great service that you can log on, create a profile, answer some questions that are always private and confidential, and you will get a response and a follow-up within 24 hours from one of their licensed board certified doctors that is licensed to practice in all 50 states in the United States. They will follow up within 24 hours to help you with whatever issue you have, and when appropriate and safe, they will prescribe you medication. The best part is they will be able to prescribe the medication to you and have it shipped to you in a discreet packaging, or you can have same-day pickup at your local pharmacy. This is a great option for you if you are concerned about maybe you have a UTI, cold sores, if you're looking for birth control options, and or just overall wellness and care. They were able to help prescribe me and supply me with probiotics, which is really important for my overall wellness and care. Everything came in a very discreet packaging. All of the bottles are very discreet as well, with roommate safe labeling. So I actually tried them out, answered some questions. I currently don't need any prescriptions, but they did help me with some overall wellness concerns I might have, and were able to get me my probiotics, which is perfect for what I need currently in my own healthcare. I was also able to get some lubricant because this is very important when you're trying to have sex after delivering a baby. If you would like to check out Wisp, I will have them linked in the description box, and I'm really appreciative to be working with Wisp because I truly believe in what they are doing and offering for women. I love the convenience, the discretion. Wisp also offers 24/7 medical support, so you can chat with a pharmacist or one of their medical team members any time of the day, any day of the week. If you're an introvert like me or a new mom like me and it's just hard to schedule and get out of the house and spend a whole day getting to the doctor's office waiting for them, this streamlines the whole process. Get advice quickly and get a prescription quickly from a board certified licensed doctor that is able to practice in all 50 of the US states. Back to sex after delivery. So let's be honest, the 6-week clearance really is a little bit outdated. So a lot of times we think, oh, 6 weeks. It takes you 6 weeks to recover from either a vaginal birth or a cesarian birth. And the reality of where that 6 weeks comes from is that it takes about 6 weeks for your cervix to shrink back to its normal size. And that is an average. Some women recover quicker and some women recover later. But that 6 weeks is the average of when your cervix is back to its normal size, when it would be safe for you to continue sexual activity. However, that does not account for possibly the trauma that your body endured through labor and delivery, whether it was through vaginally or cesarean, the mental and emotional state that you might need to help recovering from, and the lack of sleep that you're dealing with, bringing home a newborn baby that is completely dependent on you for everything. 6 weeks is a little bit unrealistic to expect women to be ready to have sex again. But while we say the 6 weeks physically our bodies should be ready to get back on the horse, so to speak, it doesn't necessarily mean mentally we are, or even that physically beyond our cervix going back to its original size mean I don't even know that the rest of my body is ready yet, because there's a lot of factors that go into that. Your body is going through a lot of hormonal changes immediately after birth. And if you're breastfeeding, that can be prolonged. Everybody's body is unique. Everybody's experience is unique. And breastfeeding, hormonal shifts, lack of sleep, physical endurance, and age all have a huge factor in whether or not you are ready to have sex at that 6-week mark. Now, if you're ready to have sex at 6 weeks, great. If you need more time, that is absolutely normal. It took me 2 months to feel like I wanted to even try to have sex. Personally, it was a huge fear factor. All this stuff had happened to me. I'd never been in the hospital as a patient. So not only did I end up with an IV in me, I ended up with a catheter. I had major abdominal surgery that I had to recover from. And then I had a new person that I had to get to know and bring home with me that was completely dependent on us. Lack of sleep from the end of my pregnancy through my labor and delivery into postpartum, on top of the physical recovery I had to go through, really pushed my personal journey to about 2 months. This idea that we should be ready at 6 weeks is not true for many of us, and it's okay. So while I wasn't ready to have sex for almost 2 months, some people are ready to have sex right at 6 weeks, and that is great. Whenever you are ready to have sex, when you are experiencing it for the first time after birth, you have to understand that your hormones have still a lot of recovering to do, especially if you're breastfeeding. Even those of us who had a cesarian are going to be bleeding for 4 to 6 weeks. It is completely normal to still experience some abdominal discomfort if you've had a C-section. I personally experienced abdominal discomfort and numbness and tingling in the incision area for months after my C-section. Technically, after a C-section, your incision area is recovered at that 6-week mark. The biggest suggestion I have if you had a cesarean is to look for sexual positions that don't require any pressure on your abdomen. You're gonna want to lubricate. Lubricate, lubricate, lubricate. Because of all the hormonal shifts and changes, you're gonna probably experience vaginal dryness. To this day, I am 10 months postpartum. I still need more lubrication than I did prior to pregnancy. You're gonna need to take it slow and easy. You're gonna have to communicate with each other, and you're gonna have to make changes. Having sex after having a baby is different. While you and your partner created this beautiful life and have probably gotten closer and gotten to know each other's bodies more than ever before, after having your baby, you're going to have to rediscover your body, what works for your body, what feels good for your body, and your partner's gonna have to relearn that as well. Some very common issues that arise during postpartum sex is dryness, pain, and sexual dysfunction. I experienced all three. So the dryness usually is due to the hormonal shifts and changes, which eventually will balance out, especially after you wean from breastfeeding. Sexual dysfunction can be due to hormonal shifts, trauma, sexual trauma, depression, mental disorders, the list goes on. For me, I had sexual dysfunction because I was dealing with postpartum depression. It made me not want to have sex. I was dealing with so much mentally and in my life that sex was the last thing I thought about. In that situation, you want to make sure you're talking to a professional about it, whether there is talk therapy to help you through it or medication for your depression and anxiety. I had a lot of anxiety about getting pregnant again because I had just gone through all of this and I wasn't ready yet. It's all stuff that you have to work through emotionally and mentally, and whether that's with talk therapy, needing a little bit of help medically with prescriptions, or seeing a group community and health and wellness in terms of fitness and exercise and making sure I was moving, getting lots of sunlight, seeking a community, as well as getting my nutrition back on track to help with my hormonal imbalances. Me quitting breastfeeding was very, very helpful and a key start to my recovery for postpartum depression. Speaking of my anxiety of getting pregnant again too early, it is completely possible for you to get pregnant immediately after giving birth. And just because you haven't gotten your period yet, just because you're still bleeding, just because you're breastfeeding, does not mean you will not get pregnant. In fact, you can get pregnant while breastfeeding, while still bleeding, while you still haven't gotten your period back on track and regulated. You can still get pregnant. It is why it's so common that women will show up 9 to 10 months right after they were at the hospital with another baby. And this is why talking to your doctor or visiting Hello Wisp for birth control is so important if you're not ready to be pregnant again. There are so many options when it comes to birth control these days, and I think it's very important to speak to a medical professional, a doctor, about your birth control options. You should be able to talk openly about what you want, what you need, and they should be giving you options. Birth control can also lead to vaginal dryness. So again, lubricate, lubricate, lubricate. Another thing is to really make sure that you are taking the time for foreplay. And for women, I feel like, and scientifically it's been proven, it takes a lot longer with foreplay. It should start long before you get into that bedroom. So let your partner know. It could be a touch, a caress, a compliment, a look, a hug, a kiss, starting from lunchtime all the way throughout the day to get you ready for that time when you're in the bedroom or wherever it is that you choose to be intimate. So to wrap everything up, 6 weeks is just a number that we have been told that our cervix should be back to its normal size. Some women are back earlier, some women are back later, but 6 weeks is only the physical aspect of your cervix kind of going back to a place where it is safe for you to have sex. It does not mean you are ready. It does not mean you need to, and it does not mean anything beyond that your cervix is most likely back in the place it should be. 4 to 6 weeks is how long you will most likely be bleeding still, whether you had a vaginal or a cesarian birth. Whenever you are ready is when you are ready. If you are experiencing sexual dysfunction, that is completely normal and okay as well. But if you're experiencing it, there are ways you can seek help through your doctors, through medical professionals, and through support groups. It is also 100% normal because your body has gone through so much hormonally, physically, and mentally. For me, so much of it was mental. Yes, you can get pregnant literally immediately after you have given birth. So it is very important, if you don't want to get pregnant right away, to talk about your birth control options with your medical professional. And Hello Wisp is a great option if you want to talk to somebody about your birth control options and be able to have your birth control shipped to you one time or reoccurring, so you never have to add another errand to your busy schedule, especially after having a baby. Lubricate, lubricate, lubricate. Again, Hello Wisp is able to provide you with lubricant, and I am very grateful for that because I personally don't want to run to the store to pick some up. It's great that they can just ship it to me. Very discreet, very easy, and convenient. Lubrication is very important, especially those first few times. If you did have a cesarean, look at different positions that make sure that you don't put pressure on your abdominal area, just in case you still feel discomfort, tingling, or you just feel a little nervous about all of that. You did have major abdominal surgery. On top of lubrication, make sure you are doing and taking your time with foreplay. Communicate to your partner that you need lots and lots and lots of foreplay. That's beyond the obvious in the bedroom or in that intimate moment. It starts from hours before with communication, soft touches, glances, and comments, and just find new ways to be intimate with each other throughout the day so that when it is time to be getting down to business, you're ready to go. If you're experiencing pain, please talk to a medical professional. Hello Wisp is a great option, but also your OB that helped deliver your baby. So many aspects and reasonings for why you might be experiencing pain during sex after delivering a baby. And there is physical therapy that can help you with that as well. That was something that I learned and was really grateful for. So there's specialized physical therapists and physical therapy centers to help women during their postpartum period if they're experiencing pain during sex, as well as other things that could happen, such as incontinence. There are resources for you. Pain during sex is not normal and you do not have to suffer through it. You should enjoy sex and you have a right to enjoy sex, and there is help for you to be able to enjoy sex again. I just want you to know that whatever you're going through, it is absolutely 100% normal, and someone out there is also going through it. While your story and your body is unique to you, there are similar experiences and stories out there, and I want this to be a safe space for you to come to get answers or to know that you are not alone and that there are resources to help you, because we're women and our health matters and our pleasure matters and our experiences matter. You will feel good again and you will feel normal again and you will feel like yourself again. It just might take a little bit longer, or maybe you already do. But I hope this video helped you realize that whatever you're going through, you're not alone. There are resources out there like Hello Wisp, which I'm so grateful to be able to partner with. And if you want to check them out, I will link them in the description box like I mentioned. If you have any questions about what this video is about or anything like that, you can leave it in the comments or privately over on DM on Instagram. But I hope this video helped you out a little bit, helped you understand maybe what to expect sex-wise after having a baby. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful, and I hope to see you back here in my next video. I will be uploading more for the month of December because I think I'm going to be doing Wisp. That's either going to be 12 videos back to back or 12 videos every other day. But I hope to see you guys back here for Wisp. And don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Share it with those that might find this video helpful. And I'll see you guys back here in my next video. Bye!